So, as Gary said, United dropping more points at home, and they missed the chance to go into the top 5, but they are in 6th place, only 2 points behind Chelsea in 4th. How different that would have looked had they managed to get over the line in those last 3 home games against Everton, West Ham and Bournemouth, who are 13th now on 21 points, 8 clear of the bottom 3. What brilliant entertainment. 4-4 it finished in the end. Just the second time we've seen that many goals in a game this season. 39 shots, 25 to United, 14 to Bournemouth. The most we've seen in a game, the most shots on target, 9 apiece. But we could not find a winner. They could not be separated after 90 plus. Well, in the end, it was 100 minutes, wasn't it? And there was huge disappointment when the referee finally blew the whistle for full time. Does that kind of game, Olivier, make you miss English football even more?
I miss Premier League for that kind of game, and it was really exciting. I mean, for the fans, it's the best football we can have on a Monday night.
Absolutely. Like a boxing match, Jamie, punch for punch. And we have to remind everyone of what actually happened in the first half, which seems a long time ago. It felt for a while Manchester United were in
absolute thriller of a game. Marcus, how do you sum that one up?
I think it's one the fans will definitely enjoy, but for us on the pitch it was a bit frustrating, and in both halves for us, I think we started the first half very slow and played in their favour a lot, but we stayed in the game in the first half, and the second half we came out, we knew what we needed to do in our performance, and I think we did that, but then we conceded some sloppy goals and make it tough for ourselves again, but we dug in and got that equaliser which helped us towards the end of the game.
The start of the second half, first of all to get yourself back level, but then to score twice in those 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it was amazing for us on the pitch, you know, we knew well, every team knows when they go behind at half time, they have to come out the blocks very, very fast in the second, and that's exactly what we did, and we put ourselves in a great position to go on to do better in the game. But it's just unfortunate that we conceded such a sloppy goal, so something to reflect on.
But when you say you put yourself in such a good position as well, you put yourself in a good position to almost take the winner right at the very end.
Yeah, I know, we finished the game strong. I feel like if there was anyone else going to go and score in that game, it was going to be us, so we can take their positives towards the end, but we'll reflect on it and see what we can improve on.
I know that you're in this winless run, as they call it, but a lot of people have said the performances haven't matched the results. So what do you take from this one tonight going forward?
I think we take a lot of positives from this result. It's a very tough place to come with a team who's in form, and they're a lot different side to last season, and they've got a lot of quality within their team, but we know that we're starting to perform to what we were last season in the way we approach games and the way we handle our business on the pitch as well.
Well, for the last 2 seasons, you've scored 3. Tonight, you've scored 4. And Marcus, you are player of the match as well. I haven't got enough hands really to give you this, but would you like to take it off me?
Thank you
so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, and I'll do that.
Well, he's ended it smiling. It's only the second 4-4 at Old Trafford in Premier League history. But these two have ordered me to move quickly on from that game, Manchester United and Everton. Let's move into the start of the second half. He talked about their fast start. 38 seconds into the period, they were level.
Yeah, before many people probably got to the seats, really, and got settled for the second half, you know. And it was just, it was kind of so simple, really, you know. Going short from the goal kick to then go long, I think you can see Heaven steps into midfield, and that's a thing. A theme of United's build-up, really, and then that leaves Joao and Heaven on when they lose the ball and the second ball. They're quite far apart, and Evan Nielsen just gets right in between them, and they kind of never recover from being so far apart from the goal kick to start with. Having said that, it's a fantastic pass, it's a great first touch, and it's a really good finish. So from Bournemouth's point of view, what a start to the second half, and it just. Well, the game was already light, but that even took it to another level right after half-time.
Certainly did. We just heard from Marcus Taven. It was his run, actually, initially here, Michael, before it was involved in 3-2.
It was very direct, powerful run, and not only that, but you know, once he got to the edge of the box, he sort of had the awareness: should I pass it? Felt a little touch, went down, and then this is just a well-executed free kick. However, I would more lean towards the poor defending from Manchester United. Look at Bruno there telling his goalkeeper, get across. We've already got this side of the goal locked off. This is the side of the goal you need to protect. Now, we question whether there should be a gap there, Michael, because that just gives you a target to hit. But still, the goalkeeper's got to protect that side.
It's almost too straightforward, wasn't it? You give him a pathway there to pass it through. You're either blocking it off, Bruno and Cunha's either blocking it off together, or the goalkeeper's got to cover that side, and in the end, none of them did that, and they passed it.
If they were together, you could sort of justify him being more central, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But once they split and give them a channel to hit the ball, but he's got to get across. He has to get across.
Through.
Yeah, I mean, and see, the funny thing is, Bruno, we'll go and see in a moment, Bruno takes a free, and he does exactly the same. He goes to goalkeeper's side, and that's what everybody's doing more and more now, because of he's going keeper's side nowadays. Now, at least Bruno hit it right into the top corner. I mean, it was so hard but that should have been saved, I feel.
First team in top flight history to score 3 or more goals in 3 successive seasons at Old Trafford. Quite extraordinary for Bournemouth. They were then pegged back, as Michael says, by a brilliant free kick. But before we see it, what about the awarding of it against Adam Smith, who was very frustrated at the time?
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, you're looking at it, it's when you see it again, it's pretty clearly it's not a deliberate, it's not an obvious handball, it's not come off his hand to start with, it's more shoulder kind of onto the face, if anything. But if I was him, I'd be bitterly disappointed with that. I mean, the referees ended up giving it, you can't do anything about it by that point, and it was a crucial decision in the end, and Bruno's eyes lit up with that to have it. That's kind of his distance, perfect distance, if you like. The goalkeeper taking a small step to his right to think about Bruno going over the wall, and as we've already said, more and more are going to the goalkeeper's side to start with. And when he's put it right, it's coming off the underside of the bar. Bruno couldn't have struck it any better. It's an unbelievable. He's done it many times before. It's what he does so well. But even without the goalkeeper's small step to the right, it's taking him out of the game.
You love that free kick.
Oh wow! Pace, dip. I mean, everything. That was a fabulous free kick, but it should never have been one. As you say, it should never have been. I mean, a foot away from him, even if it hits him down here, when you kick it into someone when you're only a yard, that far away, then it's very harsh. And his arms weren't flailing, and it was probably too high anyway. It was a really poor decision. But little things make so much difference. Like, people don't want to see people exaggerating a fall or claiming a free kick when it. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't really go mad when that ball hits him, he never gets a foul. That's the referee thing. Oh, I didn't see that properly. I'll give it because of the reaction of players.
It's human reaction.
It's human reaction. And, these little things make a massive... If Bruno doesn't do that, if he's not sort of living on the edge and being a little bit naughty and whatever, then, they don't get that. They don't score that goal. So these little... I was going to say dark arts, but it's a bit strong, but... he was streetwise, let's say, in winning that free kick.
129 seconds later, they scored again. As you said, a little bit of luck defensively, but Cunha with a lovely finish.
Yeah, he took it well. Something he's obviously been after, and he wants a little bit more of scoring the goals. And I mean, there's a little bit of movement. Cunha makes a run through the middle, and Bournemouth does very well. Šeško down the left-hand side, sees probably Ahmad at the back post. Really, he's trying to pick him out. I mean, yeah, if again Bournemouth really to be in a position, then you've got to deal with that. It goes with left foot outside the left foot. Really, it's a right-footed clearance because you can't really get any power on the clearance with your left foot. But Cunha's there again, middle of goal. We've said that about his movement, and ended up in there for the first goal. Missed it. Ahmad scores, and he gets his goal then. Finishes off with a little dance.
Well, they let it for just 5 minutes. It was that type of night, Michael.
It was, and do you know what? If the game had continued going, it was Bournemouth that were getting the better chances in the last few minutes. That's a lovely finish. I'm not sure how much he knew about the pass. I think it was almost a bit of a deflection or a bit of a...
Ahmad actually does pretty well to recover.
He gets back. He sort of knocks it onto his foot, doesn't he? He knocks it onto Ahmad's foot, and it just goes perfectly in the path of Krupi. And lovely touch, takes it away from danger, away from the defender.
Disappointed though, because that's a similar one to the first, the one right after half time, where it's passed through the middle of the centre halves, and you want to be a little bit tighter there. It almost was a little bit too much space.
That is the goal that secured Bournemouth a point at 4-4. Here's their manager, Andoni Iraola.
Andoni, you were playing down your chances pre-match tonight. Could you make sense of what's just happened out there?
No, difficult to explain. No, I think, I suppose for the neutrals has been a nice game. We've had everything. Moments where you think, okay, we're gonna lose. Moments where you think, okay, we have this one and we are comfortable. But even at the end, no, I think we've had in the last minute the two clearest chances, no, from Brooksy both, and I was like, maybe we win this one. But it's just a point. It's not a lot in the standings, but I think we can take good and bad things from today.
What do you take from it then?
I think we are two teams that are we play quite aggressively, we're quite open, and probably today we've attacked much better than we've defended. I think the second goal is a cheap goal for us to concede. Just before half-time, the corner is not even a great header, and it's probably the goal where we can correct a lot of things, but also there are very good things because we've been dangerous and I think we had good faces on the ball, so a little bit of everything, yes.
They certainly did keep going. They got the 4-4, and as you say, right at the death, it was the visitors who had the opportunities potentially for 5-4.
Yeah, the game was just never over, was it? The way it was so topsy-turvy. You thought there could be a winner here, and the big chance came for Bournemouth. It was Brooks with a diving header. Lemons did really well to stick out a leg there. Again, heading it down the middle instead of trying to find a corner. But he was on the stretch. I don't say it's a huge miss, but it was a chance. And then again, this chance, I mean, he could have palmed that into a dangerous area, but Brooks with a couple of chances in the last minute or two.
So overall then, 43 Premier League games in the room, Amorim, just 6 clean sheets, 1 this season. They've conceded 68 goals. In fact, since he was appointed, only 3 teams have conceded more. So whilst you two are making the point, attacking-wise, lots of positives and more than shoots of recovery, that is an issue, quite clearly, that he still hasn't sorted out.
Yeah, it's an issue, and it's kind of what direction do you go, I suppose, as a coach, and do you shore it up? I mean, we spoke before the game about releasing Bruno that a little bit higher, and he's not playing with 2 holding midfielders, so is that leaving them a little bit more exposed through the middle of the pitch, like maybe like the first goal after half time when it drops down and Bruno's out the game and Casemiro's there on his own. But it's that conundrum of they look so good going forward. I do think personnel at the back will help them. That they're missing Maguire, they're missing De Ligt, they're missing big imposing centre half. So I do think that will have an impact now that they look more dangerous. I think with a big figure at the back that coming into a team that's dangerous, I think it'll be easier for them to fit. I mean, for half an hour or so, they looked fantastic at the start of the game. They defended really well. Bournemouth had 1 header. So there's the balance is getting there, but then all of a sudden you kind of go bum, bum, bum and concede 4 goals and you feel like you're back to square one.
You feel you can't have it both ways, can you? Because they've improved that dramatically in scoring. Only City now have scored more goals this season than Manchester United.
Well, exactly, yeah. Everybody aims to have it both ways, obviously to hardly concede and to be scoring plenty of goals. But in general, you look at even the best team, you look at Arsenal, they're not massively free-flowing in terms of scoring loads and loads and loads of goals. Their defence is probably where they're strongest. But for Manchester United, if you watch them for the last 10 years, I mean, it's been so drab, it's been so bad, and to watch them attacking like that again is a breath of fresh air, I feel.
Here's the man with the conundrum, with the plan, Ruben Amorim.
Ruben, I just wonder how you unpack what we've just seen here at Old Trafford tonight.
I think it was a fun game for everyone at home. I think we started really well. We did a very good first half. The result should be completely different. And then, again, I think 6 minutes of the second half, similar to Nottingham. We lost the concentration. And they scored 2 goals. But we managed to get back to the game. We scored 2 goals again. And then we have to finish the game. Just a throw-in in our possession. We need to to think about not to go again, but to take calm and to close the game. But in the end, it was a fun game.
Did you think when you went 4-3 up, that was it? Because I saw you celebrate wildly as well, as much as the players.
Yes, because I saw the effort of the players, I saw the effort of the fans, and in the end of the game, when you make 4-3, I have the feeling that we will continue to push to score another one. So we tried, but in the end, it was a draw.
But the substitutions that you made as well, and you kept the formation fluid, but we did see that back four that so many people have spoken about. What do you take out of this tonight to go forward?
The same, a lot of good things, but a lot of things to work. We are not winning games sometimes in the details. It's not about because it's a back four, back three, back five. It's the details that we need to work, understand of the momentums of the game. And you need to be more clinical because again today against a very good team we create so many chances to win the game, and you should have won the 3 points.
And also when you talk about the 3 points, we spoke in the build-up to this game last Friday, about whether the glass is half full or half empty, and the fact that you've dropped 7 points now in the last 3 at home, I'm guessing that's the one that annoys you the most.
Yeah, of course. When you win away, you should win at home. But we need to focus on the performance today was different from the last 2 at home. So that is also a point that we take pay attention, and it's completely different. The result is the same, is a 1 point, is frustrating, but the performance is different.
And how do you go about now finding a solution as well? Because obviously you're going to lose 2 more players to AFCON tonight after this game, and without 3 centre-backs as well, it's sort of problematic for you, isn't it?
But that is the fun part of being a manager. You will try to find the solutions with the players that we have. So after last season, I think we are ready to cope with whatever they present in front of us. So let's move on. And we already knew we had some injuries. All the teams in England had injuries. We will try to find a way to score goals in a different way.
Ruben, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Clearly disappointed and frustrated, having scored 4 but conceding 4 as well. Can you see the positives for Manchester United in this performance, Olivier?
Well, the confidence for the strikers, but obviously it's hard to win a game when you concede 4 goals. I think they, as he said before the game, they need to be more efficient up front, but you need to be more efficient in your box. That's where you win games, in the opponent box and in your box. So they need to be more stronger, but it's not about only the defense, it's the whole team. And but I've seen great things. I mean, they created so many chances, and I really enjoy watch the game. But yeah, small margins, I'm not sure, I don't know. When you're at home and you win 4-3 and 5 minutes to go, you need to put the game, close the game, as he said. And he should be very, very frustrated.
He clearly is. He says it's not about the tactics and the formation, it's the details, which is costing, it seems, Manchester United time and time again right now, Jamie. And this inability to keep clean sheets is really hurting any progress.
Yes, it's a big problem for them. Now, they had problems at both ends of the pitch last season. We highlighted before the game they're improving in attack. We saw that again tonight. Some of the attacking players for Manchester United were fantastic. They had a lot of young defenders out there as well tonight, which didn't help.
You're on Aiden Heaven, yeah.
Yeah, and listen, I've been there as a young defender. You make a mistake more often than not, it ends up in the back of your goal, and that was the case tonight. Because even though the game's finished 4-4 and Bournemouth probably should have won it at the end, Manchester United were by far the better team. And that was the first time in a long time, or certainly the first time under Ruben Amorim, when I've felt like I was watching what Manchester United should be. where it's just wave after attack, wave after wave, there's counter-attacks, and almost the opposition feel like they can't keep them out, and you're getting sucked back. I've been there as a defender, you're getting sucked back into that box in front of the Trafford end, you can't get out. And then it was felt inevitable when it went 3-3, I think, that United would go and make it 4-3. It just felt